Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Teapot series. I'm Tina D.
I'm Tanny B. Grab your cuppa because this is episode 6. And today we're talking about something close to our hearts, belonging to yourself.
So mental health isn't just a diagnosis. It's like how we live, connect and come home to ourselves.
And just a note, we are not experts or therapists. We're two women sharing our stories, laughter, and what's helped us along the way.
Mhm.
So, what mental health used to mean, Teeny?
Yes, when I was growing up, so in the 80s, 90s, mental health wasn't something you talked about. It was something other people had, or like you just perceive them to be the crazies you see in the streets talking to themselves.
Same. For me, it showed up after having my baba. Everyone said, "Oh, you must be so happy," and of course I was.
Yes.
But then there was also this little feeling of being hollow.
Why would I laugh at? That's
I don't know
I'm
you.
more tired. The guilt that comes with that too, yeah? Like you should be grateful, but your body's saying something different.
Exactly. And now I see it as my body trying to talk to me. Like, hey, you've been ignoring yourself for years now.
Yeah, it's a bit like that, isn't
know?
it? So like, have you tried different therapies?
Yes, I absolutely have. I have tried lots of different therapies. And I don't know, like, what's actually helped. What have you tried, Teeny?
Well, just recently. Yeah, I've done lots of different sorts of therapy, counseling, but I've just tried something different. It's called deep brain reorientation. And it's been really amazing for me.
Wow.
It's not a talk therapy. It's something my amazing therapist uses like a light. And it's where my eyes sit and it's helped me with my trauma. Because a lot of therapy is using your frontal. And this one's using more, don't know what the name is. Well, I do know it, but I don't know how to pronounce it. That's sounding silly. Cortex? The agma. See, I can't say it. But it's not about.
They were definitely an experienced
Sorry,
guys. Mandela.
People are going to listen to this and go, "Oh my goodness, Tina." It's doing.
It's probably why we
many
call it at
layers.
night.
And so how I explain it is that a subconscious. Let's talk about the subconscious. And it's about in the subconscious. So something you can't see, you can't feel or think. It's something that we stored from my experience, so a lot of my trauma in my body. So I will feel anxious, even though I thought good feelings and felt fine, or my thought fine. But I obviously had this anxiety to sit in my body. And it's been sitting there for years and years and years and years and years. And just this one session of DBR, my anxiety's gone down to like I call a 3. So I learned that healing isn't about fixing, but it's about noticing.
Okay, yes. And how are you feeling now from it?
Really good. I used to think therapy was lying on a couch, but for me it's talking honestly, crying and laughing. And it's also creative stuff like crocheting, writing. That's therapy too. But this has just changed. I can't explain it, but I just got this big wave come in me.
Yeah, I just realised that I've absolutely skipped what, you just asked me before about the therapy that I've had. And I was just, I had a bit of a brain fart because I was thinking the name of the therapies I've had. But yeah, I had that rapid transformation therapy where I tapped into myself as a small child and went back on a timeline. That was fantastic. Have you ever done that? Like when you like to change the neural wiring in your brain?
Do you know what it's called?
Through Angelique. You didn't do that, did you? The rapid transformation
No,
therapy?
I just did that.
Under
Yeah. Is that
hypnosis.
like NLP stuff or something
Yeah.
different?
And then,
Is that NLP
pardon?
stuff or something different?
Yeah, no, it's kind of tied in as well. And then today I went to my actual counsellor, who's a psychologist, and she does the tapping. We
Yeah.
tap on different parts of the body. And I also did the nose breathing one. And I went in there so anxious today, and I was so calm. My eyes were coiling. And are you sleepy? And I was going, and I'm like, oh my God, it calmed me down in 3
Wow.
minutes.
Is that CBT?
So no. Oh yeah, that's a part of that. But she also does lots of little different, like it's actually got, the name is the tapping therapy.
Okay.
That's one, it's actually a therapy. And then the nose one is another therapy.
Yeah.
So it's definitely, but I'll tell you the one that really, really helps me, and that's the breathing. So that's the 3, well, actually, it's the 4 for me. 4 in and 7. Sorry, I'm getting my numbers wrong. 4 in and 8 out. And I use that when my chest gets tight, which is magic.
Yeah. What my DBR therapist has told me to do. She said people with anxiety shouldn't pause. So I used to like do the box where you breathe in for 2, hold for 2, breathe out for 4. And she's saying people with anxiety shouldn't really hold because that just causes more anxiety. So what you're saying, you breathe in 3 or 4 and you breathe out for double the amount that you breathe in for, which is 6 or 8.
I hold for 7 as well.
Well, holding is not recommended if you have anxiety from my. So it's interesting.
You know what? There's actually guys out there. If there's actually, and girls, I say guys,
Yeah.
general plural. There's actually so many different breathing techniques, which is something that I would love to tap into. And I think we did it in one of our earlier episodes. Remember, Tanny, I think it was the self-care, and I was telling you about my breathing. And just for those, I'm just going to quickly do this. I'll just show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so we're saying 4 and 8. It's a beat, right? So it's in 3, 4. I won't hold. Out 3. See, I'm tapping 4.
And it's also got to be natural as well. You don't want to. You want to.
You only do that.
And it's really, breathing, I think, really helps. And because it brings your heart rate down and it brings you back to your present moment. Because when we're anxious or whatever it is that you're dealing with, you're either living in the past or the future. And it's really important to be in the present. And I breathe a lot. As soon as I feel spiraling, which I'm doing less and less now, I'll go straight to my breathing. And with DBR, I've learned to find my safe spot, which is, to me, it's lower right. That's where I look, and I breathe into my tummy because that's my safe area. And it helps me calm me down. And more therapy is going to help me be able to change that eventually. But what we're talking about, the different therapies, it's not just, I don't think it's just talking. I think we need to do other things besides just talking.
That's what I said today as well. I said, and it's true, if you just go to a therapist and you're always talking about your problems, where are you sitting? You're sitting in that problem, talking about the same problem. And that's why this specific psychologist is fantastic, because we're goal orientated. And so she's helping me to make those changes through actual, what we call it, homework.
So what helps now, Tanny?
Oh, what helps now? So what keeps your mental health steady these days?
Gentle routine. And it don't have to be like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. It's just like every day I like to write. I'm also getting recording now into my notes instead of writing sometimes. So I feel like
I've been doing that. Bloody,
get more
freaking awesome, isn't it?
Knowing my boundary.
And hearing
and talking does help. But talking to me is like also journaling and talking to myself in my voice, and talking to people and my friends and family is what does help.
I love that recording. I live on that, because you can also now transcribe it and turn it into a diary entry. And a lot of the time, and I'm sure you guys can also relate to this, listeners, is when you hear yourself say something out loud, sometimes that's the pivotal moment. Hey, Tanny, when you go, I was like a twat, or gee, that wasn't as bad as I thought, or God, that's real bad. So that's when you have those clarity moments, you know. And
What about for you?
me, it's music, definitely. Sunlight, ain't that the
Definitely
damn truth?
important. So true.
And honest discussions, you know, like we're having now, like, have you eaten? Have you breathed? Have you, yeah, for me,
Love that.
it's my breathing techniques. For me, it's my little YouTube meditations and mindfulness. Oh God, this is the whole thing here. What helps me?
Yeah, I love that. Self-care isn't candle.
My positive affirmations. And I've got my little technique where I'll just stop myself and just go, Tanny, you know, how's this making you feel right now? Is it relevant? And just being easy on myself. How about you guys out there?
It's just not about candles, is that? It's saying no. It's resting. And we underrate rest so much. We think we got to be busy all the time. You do.
Oh God,
you do.
tell me about
Just
it.
showing up for yourself. I realize that I need to rest. And it's not about having 2-hour naps. Sometimes just a 10-minute shut eye or 10 minutes with a cup of tea. You know,
I've been passing out lately with like my laptop on my lap today. I had all intentions to like pick up Bubby at a certain time from Ocean. I was on my bed and I just passed out for an hour. Good old naps. They're a fantastic way to have that little kip. And even a 15-minute one is great, hey?
Yeah, it is. I even just like grounding myself, like walking bare feet in my garden, or even just doing a bit of gardening sometimes helps me as well. Doesn't have to be all spiritual and big either. It can just be little tiny micro moments. That goes, what you got to ask, what do you need? What do I need right now? Sometimes like I need a hug. So you can hug yourself. Like wrap your hands around yourself. Or go under a blanket and feel a nice blanket and hug yourself. Because sometimes we think we need other people, but you can give that same love to yourself. That's what loving yourself's about.
Well, exactly. And because belonging to yourself, which is what you're kind of saying, you know, loving yourself, the start of healing. It really is. And you know what? If there's one thing to take away from today's episode, guys, it's you're not broken. You're becoming.
Exactly. And if you're struggling, really struggling, please reach out to someone. In Australia, you can call Lifeline at 131114.
We will also put up on the socials today, we'll put up a whole list of phone numbers for those of you out there that are struggling right now and you are feeling alone. There is lots of different numbers out there. There's 1300 Respect. There's DV, phone lines, there's all sorts. So yeah, that's only one of many. I think it's vital, Tanny, don't you, that we put up something for our listeners.
Yeah, and also look out for so many different types of therapy as well. Obviously, there's like psychiatry and psychologists and counselling, but there's also a lot of alternative therapies that help, like somatic healing, meditations that Tanny was talking about. You can get them free on YouTube. There's certain music you can listen to with different frequencies as well.
Oh, yeah, that's something huge, actually.
My daughter's about to speak to me, sorry, and I'm halfway recording here. So hi to everyone. She's doing some self-care right now, and after some hair conditioning done, it's in my shower. I
love it. Real talk, real talent. Hello, beautiful
my
girl.
18-year-old daughter, and she's just needing some more self-care products she needs.
There you go. So let's quickly jump into that too, because there's so much to this with mental health and looking after ourselves. You know, we've done a few different episodes. One of them was the self-care, where we've got some products. And remember, Tina, I was giving you a little...
Yes, that's important too. Oh my God, yes, I'm glad you touched on that. Definitely. I'm so glad you touched on that. And really listen to people do that. I had a facial the other day. I got it from my 50th birthday. I got given about her,
You're just
and I
stunning.
had a facial, and oh my God, it was so good. But it's expensive. Thinking I could do it at
Keen as
home. I could just
50,
put some hot
guys.
towels on my face and some oils to do it at home. Why not?
Oh, you just remind me of Kiva Spa in Queensland. I think it's
Yeah.
Maroochydore. Did I take you there?
Yes.
In one of your visits to Queensland?
Yeah, not Maroochydore. Like,
Did I?
did we? We went somewhere.
Was it Maroochydore or was it? Oh, one of them.
Bay, wasn't it?
Man, oh, I love doing that stuff. Even if you're a guy, or it doesn't matter what
Doesn't.
gender, or get a facial. They're
Yeah, and
bloody awesome.
Yeah.
And yeah, they're great. And, there was something I was going to say about mental health, and that's right. You were saying something about YouTube. So
Meditations.
just an experience that I've had to get through a pretty tough time in the last couple of years, guys and girls out there. I actually go into my YouTube and I do a little list because you can do like put next in queue. Did you know that, Tanny?
I did Spotify, so I'm a Spotify person more than YouTube. Yeah.
Oh, well, not knocking Spotify, but I will just give you this while I'm on a roll with this. So on YouTube, if you and you can save your playlist on repeat every single night and morning. I mainly do night, to be honest. I have a playlist where I can either put my headphones in or just put it near me. And when I'm going to sleep, I specifically pick certain, like you said, frequencies, the 5 to 8 frequency, or I might do a meditation, a deep sleep hypnosis, and I do it in order. And you can actually click videos and add it to the queue. And so when you're sleeping, it goes into your subconscious. So if there's any habit you want to change, or if there's something that you want to create more, manifest, or you want to have positive affirmations for 8 hours going into your psyche, right, into your subconscious, I highly recommend for mental health and feeling like you belong to yourself that you create this playlist and you make it your absolute daily, like, consistent goal to have that playing as you sleep. And you don't even realize the healing that's taking place until one day you might be in a spot, someone's pissed you off, or you're on the road and there's a bit of road rage, and you just reacted so calm, and you go, "What's that about?" And you don't realize that this actual work you've been doing, without even realize you're doing any work, is making you feel calmer.
Indeed.
Yeah. Yes, that's something that I've actually let go of lately, and my intuition is telling me, Tanny, tap back into that. Because lately I've been having a few challenges again where I've sort of slipped back with a couple of things, and guys, girls, it's important to just go back to yourself and put yourself first. Because if you're not in a good mindset, like, how are you going to be able to be a good partner or friend or parent, if your mental health is chaotic, is the word of the day.
Just so you know, Spotify does playlists too, so you can do that kind of playlist on Spotify. They have all sorts of different music on it.
I love Spotify.
It's all contains them both. Yeah.
Yeah, so look, Janine, let's have a look. Is there anything else that you think we should probably cover?
I just think
we're nearly at the 30-minute mark. It's a 30-minute
I just think
one today.
Look around for different therapies. There's so many out there. Like I said, there's somatic healing, there's NLP, there's deep brain reorientation, there's CBT, there's MD, there's another one I've forgotten. There's so many. There's so many. And trauma-related, trauma-based, mental health. Like if you have a diagnosis of something else like bipolar or schizophrenia, you need to seek, you have your professional help, and there's always something you can do to help you breathe better, sleep better, and just focus on that self-love and that sense of belonging to yourself. That's my...
What did you say?
There you go.
Sorry. No, I hate cutting you off.
You got to say something.
Are you sure? Yeah, I was just going to say to you, what if there's people out there listening right now that have no idea what belonging to themselves is? Is there anything that, and I'm sorry to put you on the spot, is there anything that you can tell our listeners right now that don't even know what tapping into the self is, that they can just, beginners or guide or something, to just help them to help themselves to feel better? Because if you are feeling really lost out there and you're not feeling like anything, that something's off center, or you're feeling stuck, I'm just obviously we're a well-being podcast with a twist, but we also really do want to have our listeners take something away that they can really learn about themselves. So it's not about telling you guys what to do. It's just shared experience and what's helped us. So I guess, and I'm happy to add to it as well, but I wanted to ask you, teeny, oval teeny, anything that you can kind of share just before we go regarding mental health and belonging to yourself, at those harder times.
I think it's really important. I started with a lot of researching and self-help books and just asking the questions. And it's really important that you realize you can't fix anyone else. Everyone's got to do the own healing journey.
Oh, the classic, and no one's coming to say.
And like even when you like some personal things, like in my relationship, I lost myself because I'm really helping someone else. So that's what I mean by belonging to yourself. You have to really look after yourself in any kind of relationship, whether that's with a partner or as a child, as with your parents or with a sibling. You have to like really look after yourself, and that's what I mean by belonging to yourself. You can't fix other people. You can't always help them. You can be loving and compassionate and show empathy. At the end of the day, they are in control of themselves. So I know that, like, I can talk to Tanny, but she can't fix me. She can't make me do anything I don't want to do. But she can see that I'm struggling, so she can give me a hug and a cup of tea and say, and offer me help. Like, hey, like, here's a good book. Have a go at this book. But then it's up to you. It's like, so no one can really save you. You have to do the work. You have to find out what's good. Like Tanny did. She found things that work for her. I found things that work for me. We talk about it and I listen, and then I can go, I'm going to try that, or I don't think that's for me, but I like what she's saying, so I'm going to find something that suits me, like music-wise. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And things like that. Like, and I found this therapy finally that really resonates with me, because I've done a lot of classes. I've done a lot of psychotherapy. I've done all that. And even though that helped me figure my brain out, it didn't stop the anxiety. It didn't stop that my body feeling like jelly. It didn't stop the sensations in my leg. But this therapy I've just started has helped me with that.
Yeah, well, I'd never heard of that therapy before, and we will actually attach something to you about it. You're happy to do that, Tina, so people can listen to that too? I also wanted to, before we go, I just wanted to say this, guys. So belonging to yourself, it doesn't mean you've got everything figured out. It doesn't mean you're confident every day or that you never struggle. It just simply means you're learning to treat yourself like someone worth caring for. So if you are listening today thinking, I don't even know where to start, that's okay, because just start small is what we're saying, and just check in with yourself the way you check in with a friend. So as I said before, have I eaten? Have I rested? What do I need? How do I actually feel right now? So belonging to yourself, ourselves, is built through tiny little moments of honesty. So you don't need the perfect morning routine. You don't need all the answers all the time.
Yeah.
Don't you reckon? And you don't always have to feel strong to take that first step. And you just need a little gentleness with yourself, guys and girls, a little curiosity, I believe. And I guess the courage to show up for your own life.
Yes.
Smallest way. And, if things are feeling heavy, just reach out. You're not a burden. You're a human. We're all human. And healing is not something you've got to do alone. But sometimes I guess it's all right to be alone and just yeah. And I guess remembering as well that you are really worthy of care and you're allowed to take up space sometimes. And even the days that you've lost, you still belong, especially
Yes.
to yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, on that note, I guess, mental health is not a game, it's not a joke. And if someone tells you they're depressed, depression's a serious thing. Be gentle on people, be nurturing. I find that when I'm feeling really low, someone can't have the ability to just drop that heightenedness and just nurture that. I struggle with that. And that's why I'm so blessed to have you, Tina, because even though I don't always ring you and open up to you, I will always eventually tell you what's been going on. I love that sometimes I'm like, are you caring about me right now? Because I want that reassurance and that love, but I can't expect that from anybody. It's just, you are caring and you are there and you're just listening. And that really does help, just to have
Yeah, it
someone
does.
listen.
And just with some depression or other sorts of mental health, it can be like people can be functioning with that and seem okay, but they're not. So
And so recognizing that.
I realized looking at the past, sometimes I was functioning, but quite maybe depressed and low. But I was functioning, I was doing everything, looking after the kids, but I actually was really, really low. And it took someone like Tanny and that just come and just talk to me, and they can just see that I'm not myself, and just go, "You're okay," or give me a hug, and then it just makes me realize that it wasn't okay, or that I'm not alone. So just touch, give your friend a hug or the person that you care about, and offer them a cup of tea. You don't have to. You don't have to pour everything out. Sometimes it's just knowing stuff there.
Sitting there and just
Yeah.
recognizing when someone might need that. I was just going to sing something quickly. I know I've got the worst voice at the
Sure,
moment, having nodules, but you are not alone. I am here with you. And though we're far apart, you're always in the heart. Oh, wow, I held a note. Look, guys, we're going to have to keep going. So please join us next time for the Teapot series. And until then, pour yourself a fresh cup and remember, you belong here with me and Tina.
We love you guys.
And check out our socials, Teapot series, Facebook, Insta. We are going to get a TikTok. It's happening. It's been a chaotic year. We've got some exciting things in the pipeline for 2026. Very excited for season 2. Going to be much more consistent and pro. But yeah, I couldn't imagine doing it with anybody else other than Teeny Tops.
Neither. I love it. All the work she does is amazing. You are amazing. Everything's a song with me. Gonna get rid of these nodules. But yeah, love you guys. Love that you're part of the Teapot series. Love you, Teeny. And I keep calling you Teeny today. Maybe I want to know Teeny. Let's call you Tanny, Wenny. She's Teeny. Teapot. Over and out. Thank you.
Tanny B.
Next time.
Bye-bye.